Hello everybody and welcome back into another episode of SFBN End Zone. I'm your host, Ryan Chabinski, happy to be back with you on another wonderful Friday night. Let's have a look at the schedule we've got on the slate this evening. We've got Upper Darby at Garnet Valley, Wyomissing at Lampeter-Strasburg. We've got Southern Lehigh at Northwest Lehigh. LaSalle, Father Judge, that game's underway. It's 28-10 in favor of LaSalle right now. And then we've got Neshaminy at Pennsbury. We are going to get you out to Wyomissing at Lampeter-Strasburg as they're just getting underway. Enjoy, everybody.
And 6 from their own 49-yard line for the Pioneers. 4 touchdown passes for Trent Wagner last week. And Wagner also has 3 touchdown runs. Comes over to the near sideline. Terrific crowd on hand here in Lancaster for tonight's game. Wyomissing won last year in Week 10. That was at Wyomissing on October 29th, and the Spartans won that game 21-0. But this Lampeter-Strasburg team probably a tick better than last year. Play action after the fake handoff, almost had a chance for an interception out there for Jake Neff, who gets a hand on it, knocks it down, and Lampeter-Strasburg will punt it away with 10:47 to go in the first quarter. Justice Hardy, the freshman, will be deep to return. He had 2 touchdowns last week. That was in Wyomissing's 41-6 win over the Octorara Braves. And Justice Hardy kind of ending the season, or at least on senior day, sort of as he began. In Week 1, he had 2 touchdowns in the opening season win.
Alrighty, after that punt, we're going to get you out to Upper Darby, Garnet Valley. Garnet Valley with the ball. They're getting their first drive and away. Enjoy, everybody.
He throws deep downfield, intended for O'Donohue. Little bit of contact, no call. So the Jaguars go halfback pass. Sophomore running back Paxton Hunt. Pass broken up by number 15, Selby, for the Royals. O'Donohue and Lopez check out.
Yeah, good job by Selby. He sort of bit on that at first and got back and under control and made a play.
Jags go double tight. Carroll and Vaughn the backs. Give goes to Carroll. Short gain of about 3. Bring up 3rd and 7.
We'll continue to talk about it, with the Garnet Valley offense looking here to pick up 4 or 5 yards. Don't have to get the first down on 3rd here. I mean, it is a luxury to get that, but, we've seen in previous years that, pick up 5 yards and where we at in the field.
Lassick option, pitch to Carroll, looks to get the edge. He gets it and enough for the first down. Gain right to the 25-yard line. Needed 7 or 8, got about 9. That'll move the chains. Fresh set of downs for the Jaguars, so they do in fact pick it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, we just talked about that. If Coach McManus and I down on the sideline there, the ball will be placed on the he got a kick out of that. He said, man, I listened to it, and every time you say that, I think about our freshman games, and it happens all the time. Placed right on the 25.
Donahue, the motion man. Give goes to the first back, Vaughn. Gain of about 4. Down to the 21-yard line of the Royals. Brings up 2nd and 6.
A good hard run there by Luke Vaughn. He'll pick up a 4. He's a kid that'll put his head down and looking for the contact and won't shy away from it.
Lassick back to throw, has his man, O'Donohue, touchdown, Jags! Great play action, Upper Darby bit. O'Donohue was wide open down the seam. Let's see if we can get the replay here. You see Lassick gives play action through O'Donohue, top of your screen. He just runs that skinny post. There was no doubt about how open he was.
Johnson, touchdown!
What a play there. Gavin Sidwar under pressure, men to his right and left. Airmails that one all the way into the end zone, caught by Swanson. retains it with the hit. What a play for the Explorers.
It looked like that play was designed to go to McFadden in the left corner of the end zone, but right when he got open was when there was pressure in Sidwar's face, and I can't believe Sidwar got that pass off.
I mean, a miraculous throw right there. And what a grab, too. In contact, holds on to the ball. I mean,
we need to start having a conversation about the impact that Nick Swanson is having on this team since he's come and started playing a few games ago. He was hurt in the preseason. We're not sure if we'd see him. Well, he's here now, and he's a big part of this LaSalle passing attack. It's 36-10, and the half ends in a flourish. Kevin Sidwar from 25 yards away. What was a 10-6 lead for Father Judge.
Alrighty, as we've reached halftime in the LaSalle Father Judge game, LaSalle up big in that game. We're going to take you back out to Wyomissing, Lampeter-Strasburg. Lampeter-Strasburg with the ball. Let's see what they can do on their drive.
Wagner is 2 for 3 passing. Frank on the reception for a gain of 4. And now it is 3rd and 4 from their own 21. So if YO loses, yes, they can get number 1. But if YO wins, they're not guaranteed for number 1. You figure it out. And you want to have that number 1 seed to have that opportunity to host and win the districts. And they're trying for a 5-peat, are the Wyomissing Spartans. They'll be going to the playoffs for the 10th straight season. That's brought in by John Mellinger, dodges a tackle, will turn this into a first down as he absorbs the contact and hangs onto the football and spins across the line to gain. Armistead brought him down, but a nice catch there out of the backfield for a first down. And very quickly, Trent Wagner on top of his game is 3 of 4 passing. So their second first down of the game. It is first down from their own 26-yard line. The top 2 teams get a bye in week 1 next week. YO figures to be one of those 2 teams, but if they lose, they could drop to number 3 if Schuylkill Valley knocks off Lancaster Catholic in that matchup of 8-1 teams. It's not a guarantee they would, but if Schuylkill Valley does, then yes, maybe. Well, here's John Mellinger breaking a couple of tackles and turning that into a gain of 12. Mellinger is good. And at 1,250 rushing yards coming in with 15 touchdowns, one assumes that Bob Wolfram, with his 358 career wins, 6th all-time in Pennsylvania, and now the field named after him as of 2 weeks ago officially, his team is likely going to have to key on number 4, John Mellinger. But then they have the passing game. Damaj Gray is a senior who had 2 touchdown receptions last week among the 4 touchdown passes from Trent Wagner in their blowout win. Well, here comes Mellinger again.
Now in the backfield is Travis Lavella with Baker. They got 3 receivers to the near side. Second down and 2. And the give is to Lavella. Stays on his feet, rumbles down the field to the 25-yard line, and picks up a Neshaminy first down. The Redskins on the move on the opening drive of the night.
They are marching down the field quickly. They're hurrying up on offense.
And again, this is something that we've seen from the Neshaminy team has done throughout the season. If they get the football first, they really can set a tone on the opening drive. Again, Lavella gets it, but he can't get to the outside as Chris Karamis wrangles him down. Nice job by the Falcon defensive end. A 2-yard pickup. So 2nd and 8 football at the Falcon 25. As we're right around the 9-minute mark of the first quarter tonight, McCaffrey's game of the night, high snap. Baker is able to pull it down and take it upfield across the 20-yard line to the 19. He takes some punishment for that run at the end, but puts him in a more manageable 3rd down after handling what that snap looked like it could have been a problem.
Yeah, he had to jump up for that one, put his arms all the way up. If that got by him, that Pennsbury defensive line would have been all over that.
Now Baker under center. He's got Lavella as the tailback. Which is like the old I formation. Again, you get multiple looks from Neshaminy. Lavella gets the give, and he's going to fight for the 15.
Yeah, he's going to be close here.
Looks like from where they're marking it, he's going to have just enough for a first down. No, they're calling it 4th and short.
Wow, okay.
4th and about a foot, and the Redskins quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Baker gives to Lavella. Lavella looked like he might have been stopped for no gain.
I don't know about this one.
It depends on where this one is marked.
Per my binoculars, it looks like he's not going to have the first down. I could be wrong. No, looked like they put the ball in the same spot.
Officials talking about it.
They're going to get in line.
And they will measure.
Here we go.
An official timeout on the field.
This is exciting.
So a measurement here on the first drive for Neshaminy.
I think they got an index card. You remember that, Chris? In the NFL?
Here we go.
And they're short.
They did not make it.
I called it.
A turnover on downs.
Trusty binoculars coming clutch again.
So the Neshaminy drive, which looked promising, stalls out inside the 20, and the Falcons take over. For complete automotive service, trust the Peruzzi Auto Group. Value and service on all makes and models. Free multi-point inspection.
After a big stop there by Pennsbury on 4th down, we're going to get you out to Lehigh versus Northwest Lehigh. Enjoy, everybody.
Now I'm going to ask you the question that I asked both coaches. You know, is this going to be a high-scoring game or a low-scoring game? You know, we asked them, you know, do you win if you're high-scoring or low-scoring? Do you see this high-scoring or low-scoring? Now that you already got a little feel of it, maybe you don't know.
And I said to you, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think both of these defenses really haven't seen what the offense of the other team has so far this season. I don't think they've seen glimpses of it, but not somebody who's going to attack you 4 quarters in the same way.
3rd down and 7 from the 38. Looking to throw, and that one's in traffic, and that one's picked off. The INT, and it's Zimmerman down the sidelines, and he will get taken down inside the 10. Eli Zimmerman with a pick. They went in his direction, and he made them pay. Wow.
And I think that was Fritz taking a little bit too much. He had the underneath receiver that he should have gone to in the flat. You see number 15. He's the guy that's open. He's the guy that Fritz needs to get the ball to in Darius Roman. But Eli Zimmerman, what a fantastic job. Being patient, waiting on that, and then knowing what was about to come, and then jumping the route and setting up Northwestern with great field position.
Great job by Zimmerman. We saw that in week 1 when he had a big pick against Northern Lehigh. Here the ball will start from the 8-yard line, and they'll give that one to Dalton Clymer, who we highlighted in the open, and Clymer gets inside the 5-yard line.
And as you see, Dalton Clymer runs downhill. He's not a guy that's going to jump outside, shift left and right. He's coming straight at you, and he wants to run you over. And I think the offensive line takes that same approach. So as we take a look at the offense, and Shane Lay having a fantastic season himself at quarterback, kind of gets overshadowed with Clymer in the backfield. But that offensive line has been fantastic for Northwestern all year long.
Underway. And the first turnover goes to Northwestern, and Lay will go in for 4 yards for the touchdown. Northwestern strikes first at the 8:50 mark.
And let's just say how Coach Snyder was portraying Southern Lehigh.
42-yard touchdown run by number 21, Luke Vaughn. So the Jags make quick work again with 6:17 remaining here in the first quarter. It's now 13-0 Jaguars. Second extra point forthcoming from Lopez. Yeah, Vaughn just sort of that wide C-gap dive. Lassick give all the way, and Vaughn untouched for a 42-yard touchdown. Snap, hold, kick, true, right down the middle for number 1, Kai Lopez. Kai's backfield in his kicking groove, 2 for 2. Another touchdown sponsored, as we just mentioned, by Joseph Anthony Retreat Salon and Spa with their flagship location in Glen Mills, locations in Springfield, and their newest location.
After back-to-back rushing touchdowns from Northwest Lehigh and then Garnet Valley, we're going to take you out to Neshaminy, Pennsbury on the drive after that big 4th down stop. Let's see if they can get something out of this drive.
Tracks him down. We talked about Walker Murray's grip, and once he got a hold of Morris, wasn't letting go. Brings up 3rd and long. 3rd and 7 for Neshaminy.
He did have a very strong grip. You know what they say? The stronger your grip is, the longer your life you're expected to live. I just saw a report of it.
Where are you reading this?
Lavella. They're going to say that's an incomplete pass. Noah Rice is there to meet Lavella as the ball comes in, blows up the play. And 4th and long, the Neshaminy Redskins are going to kick it.
Rice plummeted him as soon as he received that ball. Noah Rice looked like Brian Dawkins flying out there and pounded him. The ball came out. Luckily for Neshaminy, they got that ball back.
And, you know, in just great timing by Noah Rice. He did a textbook hit, a legal hit, as Caden DeCastro on to kick for Neshaminy. This one goes off the side of his foot, spirals down the field, and spins out of bounds short of the 25. They'll say it's at the 28-yard line. Falcon football, 1st and 10 at the 28.
Need to drive the ball downfield and score with long drives.
So a pickup of about 4. 2nd down and 6 for Chris Fritz. We'll get you his numbers after this play. Fritz going to throw. Now he's going to shuffle away and doesn't go anywhere. Pulling him down, and that was Jackson Huber.
And Jackson Huber had a nice push up the middle from his nose tackle position, and his rush, as well as the rest of the defensive line, flushed Fritz out of the pocket, and then Huber was able to take him down for the sack.
Fritz on the season, 78 of 117, 1,443 yards, 17 touchdowns, 5 INTs. Here, looking after the loss at a 3rd down and 9, and we'll see how much pressure Northwestern brings here. Fritz to throw, has time, middle part of the field, the player goes down, and no flags. I think it was Tobin that went down, the tight end. He was looking for a flag, but we didn't see anything from our vantage point.
I think it happened before the ball was in the air. Both the defender and Tobin.
Gain of 7 on the first carry of the game for Justice Hardy, who, by the way, is averaging 10 yards per carry. 34 carries and 349 yards. 6 touchdowns on the ground, 1 big touchdown reception that he had in week 3 at Trinity on the game-winning touchdown that he scored with 19 seconds to go when YO won at Trinity to keep the win streak going after they were down by 20. Well, here's Riker Jones. He's got some blockers there with him, and now he's into the open field and out to the 45-yard line. He's tiptoeing the sideline and still staying in bounds to the opposite 45-yard line. A 23-yard gain for Riker Jones. Riker has had a couple of very impressive runs, and that's going to be a 1st down for Wyomissing. And their second
game warm-ups, just to give them an opportunity to see what it's like, what they're coming into next year as sophomores with being here under the Friday night lights. So it's a great tradition. The players all say how much they loved it as freshmen. Really nice play inside by the...
Well, here comes Justice Hardy, and that hole is kind of closing up on him fast. And a whole host of guys, including Jackson Heater, the senior linebacker, 6 feet tall, brings down Hardy, and a gain of 1 on that freshman's second carry of the game. Justice Hardy is going to be a good one. 2nd and 9 from the 42 for Wyomissing. So Jeremiah Diaz is wide left. Jake Neff, I think that's him in the slot. Fake handoff, give it to Diaz after the deception, but The whistles.
A heavy load. They've got the 3 backs over here on this left side. Lopez does good to hold the edge, but forward progress will put him just across the 50-yard line. Needed 4, got 5, so that will move the chains. First down for the Royals. You can see they just went heavy. They went overload with the backs on this left side at the bottom of your screen, and they just followed those blockers. Good kick-out block. Kai Lopez there sets the edge, but Royals were able to get it up inside. Got just enough for the first down, so they have a fresh set of downs with just under 3 minutes and ticking here in this first quarter.
Could be the longest quarter that we've called this year. It's usually flies by.
Royals again with that same overload look, except they go the other way this time. Handoff goes to number 20, O'Kine. Nowhere to go. Gain of 0. We'll put them in a 2nd and 10. So that time they went heavy left and then ran both blockers across the formation, almost like pulling backs underneath. We just missed the initial backfield action, but see the final end of the play there. Host of Jaguars tacklers. So brings them 2nd and 10 after the no gain on first down. Ball right on midfield at the Jaguar 49.
Hardy dodges a couple of guys. Was able to kind of juke away from Caleb House, but they still brought him down. So Justice Hardy, a gain of 4, and that's the last play of the first.
Direct snap. Handoff goes to number 20. This will come back for the hold. But handoff goes to number 20, O'Kine. But there was a hold right down at the bottom of your screen. You can see the flag right about the 5 of the 50-yard line. Right there. Frank Long was getting. There's crimes against that kind of assault, but
I think both of our, if you had a camera on both of us, our reactions were the same at the same exact time. You know, and these guys, you know, I'm gonna continue to be nice as I have all year. They have a tough job out there, and that was
and getting the first down and more is Dalton Clymer, a real ortho first down with 4 minutes on the clock.
You'll see Dalton Clymer, he's taking the direct snap. He has Devin Hildebrand, another running back next to him as the lead blocker. He comes through, but that offensive line opens up the hole. Hildebrand comes through and can't find anybody to block. And then Clymer just running over, plowing through kids as he picks up that huge first down on 4th down.
So the time is at 4 minutes. Coach Snyder talked about, hey, we can't really give them the ball. They're doing everything. I mean, this is really their first possession, even though they scored a touchdown earlier in about 18 seconds. The ball at the 27-yard line, motion to the far side of the field. Now they take the high snap. They're going to stay with number 7. And it's been a good drive here for Clymer.
And Clymer's staying right on average, 7.7 yards per carry this season, and he's right about that average now as well. And we talked about their offenses, both offenses being able to score a lot of points, but also their defenses not giving up a lot of points. And part of that has to do with the ability of keeping the other team's offense off the field. For Northwestern or for Southern Lehigh, that's a huge deal tonight, limiting the number of possessions the other has on offense.
There's our first flag of the night. Referee tonight is Pat Petrone. Umpires Thomas Halsasak. Timothy Sheeler is your linesman. Noah Sparadio is your line judge. Back judge is Tom Snoddy. Field judge is Bill Berkheimer. And Dennis Capizzolo is your side judge. And back to action here, and finding a nice seam and almost lost a football at the same time was Shane Lay, but he inches closer.
And I think that was actually Shane Lay carrying the ball out very loosely. He's going to have to be careful because Southern Lehigh is going to come after that ball and try to knock it away. He has to have that tucked tight, especially when you get down here inside the 10, inside the 5. You can't give away possessions in this game.
That was the 5th real ortho first down of the drive. Here, 1st and goal from the 5. They go to Clymer. Clymer bounces off a defender and now pushes forward and gets down a little closer. Probably down to about the 1.5 or so, depending on where they spot this one.
Looks like they're going to come in right at the 1 yard line. And I have to say, I don't think the ball's going to anyone else on this play other than Dalton Clymer.
Well, they have not stopped him yet. You say he's averages 8 yards a carry, but this whole drive he's been doing a tremendous job.
You got a good look there. Ben Walters talking to Coach Snyder on the sideline, the play he wants him to run. And it looks like Clymer's set up to take the direct snap.
So Clymer takes it, pushes through, spins, and will get in there for the touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown by Dalton Clymer increases the lead, and for Clymer, that's his 16th rushing touchdown of the season.
And this was all set up with a nice.
To get the Falcons to jump, are they even going to snap the football?
Nope. Timeout.
Not right now. Timeout taken by Neshaminy. That comes.
2nd and 9. So now they'll move it to 1st and 10 at about the 50-yard line. $11 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the third quarter. And the hard count got Grayson McHugh.
I think it got Judge. Judge looked like they jumped.
Did they move first? Take a look
25
at the replay.
looked like he jumped.
Well, I think I think that is the right call based on what the replay showed us there. But it was close, Tyler, absolutely.
I don't have the advantage of the replay that you do today, Bob. I had my blue goggles on there. My Explorer blue.
Right,
sorry.
navy blue.
Yeah.
So Father Judge moving down the field, 20 yards of penalties since the last snap against LaSalle. Handoff to Eric Smith. Eric Smith keeps on moving the legs forward. Wakefield was in there eventually on the stop. I beg your pardon, that's Chris Filippo. Wakefield down for the rest of the year. They had a great partnership in that defensive secondary for a long time, 9 and 8. Tough to see Wakefield down, but Filippo ended up making the play.
Reminds me of Judge's first offensive drive in the first half, I believe, when they marched down the field. I think that was their first one. Just, methodical, playing disciplined football, like on the hard count and a few other penalties, and just playing their game.
Exactly, and that's all ran through Eric Smith right there. We saw on that last run, just running with the contact.
Yurkov in the shotgun, takes a straight back drop. Lots of time, fires for the end zone. It's a crossing pattern, and Joey O'Brien breaks it up.
O'Brien over the top right there, getting some hands in the mix, connecting with that ball and just batting it away.
Just a wide open Father Judge receiver in the center of the field there. That's a first down, I think. But
instead elected to take that shot, Tyler, like you said.
No, I understand that, though, being down 26 points, that you want the points now, but just an observation there.
Absolutely. It's a good thought.
It was like, I think, zone coverage because Luthi kind of covered him and then moved on to another assignment.
Second and 10, man in motion. And they'll go to Smith, and then they actually did not. That's a heck of a pull from Yurkov. Hit his receiver in the hands. Second or third time today that ball has just been outright dropped.
Yeah, Appling here having an uncharacteristic game. Just, dropping that one in his hands with time and space to catch and run.
He really launched himself. He kind of jumped high, right?
Yeah, I was about to ask you, was that pass high? I didn't look it, but
no.
He got up there, and then he got tackled at the ankles because of it.
No, really it hit him kind of below the chin once he got up, and he did get up, no doubt about it. Third down and 10, 4-down territory here for Father Judge. You would think Eric Smith spinning off a tackler. He's got a first down and more. Eric Smith, ball came out. Ball came out. It's loose in the end zone. And it looked like LaSalle got on top of it. A touchback. One more look. Smith wouldn't go down there, plucks the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that can happen. You get held up, and, you just have a bunch of gold helmets trying to punch that football out.
And there's your confirmation, the touchback.
Wow, so much right there for that drive the Crusaders had.
With 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Now we played 16 minutes, and Wyo is trending, but still nothing is our score. Logan Hyde under center, and Eisenhower is in the backfield, and the handoff Macrina. Couple of blockers, and he's in. It's a touchdown, Derek Macrina. Macrina's first carry of the game officially on 2nd and goal from the 3. Touchdown, Wyomissing. That comes with 7:46 to go in the second quarter. Good blockers there for Macrina. Here is Keegan Maher on for the extra point. And that is no good. It might have been blocked there at the line of scrimmage. I couldn't tell if he flubbed it or if it was partially tipped. And so with 7:46 left in the first quarter, it is Wyomissing 6, Lampeter-Strasburg nothing. And boy, oh boy, missed extra points like that. It certainly feels like those are frequently a big deal. Yeah, he got a piece of it. Okay.
After that, Father Judge end zone fumble and Wyomissing touchdown. We're going to get you out to Southern Lehigh, Northwest Lehigh once again. Enjoy, everybody.
Defensive personnel down there on the field. Safeties, number 3, Aiden Boyson, number 20, Nolan Carroll, joined by the cornerbacks, number 1, Kai Lopez, number 9, Tyler Lassick. Middle linebackers, number 47, Chase Britton, and number 7, Nick Romanello. Outside linebackers right now, number 21, Luke Vaughn, and number 86, Drew Keaveney. Flags fly. I think we had a legal procedure. We did on the Royals, so they called timeout to avoid the delay of game. And then jump off sides on 1st and 10. So, in fact, we'll be backed up anyway, so that'll put them in 1st and 15 now back at their own 48-yard line.
They want to move it on the ground, and here the give is to Brensinger up the middle, makes a cut up to the 40, to the 30-yard line. One guy has an angle on him, and they bring Brensinger down. That was Jared Mole who was able to catch him, but it's an explosive play for Pennsbury, and they've got a first down inside the 20. They'll mark the football at the 13-yard line. And it looked like Neshaminy, everybody keying on Zerniak, and that's when that wing T offense can be a little bit tricky.
Thrown to Ingles. He makes a great adjustment to come back to the ball, and then he cuts across from the far sideline to the near sideline, picks up a decent block from Olech, who really just gets in the defender's way, and then breaks one tackle then to get into the end zone for the touchdown. So here's a tackle he breaks on Eli Zimmerman, and it's just Ingles the rest of the way into the end zone. I actually originally thought he spiked the ball, and I thought that's not what you want to do after getting your touchdown, but seeing in the replay, he did hold on to that.
So Ingles goes 48 yards for the...
Right there, a little bit of a breakdown, allows Brensinger to put the Falcons down inside the red zone. Here they go to Zerniak again. He pushes to the 2. And that's as far as he's going to get, as Colin Giambrone.
Giambrone, that's a good last name.
Prevents a touchdown, but that is a Pennsbury Falcon first down. So 1st and goal. Falcons on the doorstep with under 9 minutes to go in the second quarter of tonight's McCaffrey's game of the night. And looked like movement up front. I think maybe Neshaminy jumped. One of the teams with pre-snap movement. It is offside on Neshaminy. So half the distance to the goal will put the football at the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal now from the 1. Maybe a chance to just sneak it in. It's a fake handoff, and Bagley will take it into the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown run. The Pennsbury Falcons on the scoreboard 6-0 with 8:03 to go in the second quarter.
McFadden, and there comes the flag. It comes from behind the play. There was also an official staring right at the play 5 yards away.
I love that. He stares at the official. He's like, come on, you're not going to throw that? Well, nope, your buddy will instead.
Yeah, a late toss right there, but definitely the right call to make. I mean, you could see the grab right on the shoulder. I mean, that right there is as clear as day, although it's night.
It's a power move by that back ref. Just deciding to throw.
And it might have been a real. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Well, Salle was walking back. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a power move by the ref that didn't throw the flag to overrule him.
He was a good sport, though.
But
he threw the flag back to the flag-throwing ref.
Oh, they're a team out there, Tyler. Come on.
They
Just
have
like
names
we are.
too. They have names too, but I don't have their roster.
They have names, Tyler. I don't know what it is, but he has one. Yeah, fair point. Chris Filippo. Flag comes in the area of holding. He's inside the 10, but only momentarily.
Needs to be. It's the timing. The ball was there as soon as he turns, making it entirely too difficult for the defender to make a play on it.
And more from Clymer as he gets about 7 to 8 yards. This quarter brought to you by Strategic Benefits One Group, the premier benefits broker in the Lehigh Valley, helping small, medium, and large businesses build competitive employee benefits and retirement solutions while having offices locally and managing clients in over a dozen states. Be sure to visit their website at www.strategicbenefitsonegroup.com. And flying through the extra effort. That's going to be close, and it looks like it. They give him a chain, yep.
I think they're going to have the first down.
I didn't see any movement yet. Now,
Sidwar, he's going to take about a gain of a yard or two on first down and a long ways to
we're always glad when coaches tell us about number change, because sometimes we call them Mr. X and we can't figure it out. We can't find it. So 14-7, Tigers on top of the Spartans. Lay goes to Clymer, and Clymer with a bust. I was going to say a burst of speed. He just got tripped up at the last second because I thought he was going to really find that corner.
And you get a good look on this drive at what Northwestern makes you prepare for defensively. They switch a tight end. They bring a guy in motion. The guy in motion fakes a handoff. Then they come back with Clymer with a counter. They pull a guard. There's so much going on that you have to be disciplined for defensive.
Flags in the backfield.
That was cold how he just stared down at Judge defenders there. Reminded me of A.J. Brown last year against the Steelers with the pointing.
Yep. Point and point.
That was the coolest celebration ever.
And a great grab right there. Unfortunate that'll be sent back.
Second and 40.
That's true, Tyler. It unwinds. A heck of a play by Sidwar, a heck of a catch by McFadden, a great celebration, and incredible camera work from Bobby Mullen, because that's not an easy one to follow. Close frame from one end to the other and not to take our viewers for a ride. Excellent job.
Sidwar showed that he has the arm here, though. I think they just go right back to the deep ball.
2nd and 31.
Wow.
6 minutes and 26 seconds to play in the third quarter. And the delay draw, Father Judge all over it. The design draw play there. No gain, 3rd down and 31.
It's not a down and distance you're too familiar with. You don't see that too often.
3rd and 31.
Well, you have 2 plays to work with, unless you get stopped.
Culligan Water asks, when is the last time you had your water tested? Get a free in-home water assessment from Reynolds Culligan. Visit yourwater.net for more information. That's yourwater.net. Matt, your thoughts here as we're, not midway through the second quarter, but we're there.
I think both teams have settled down.
Wyomissing starting this drive from their own 44. Now, the previous drive, they started at the 28. So that's a second turnover for Lampeter-Strasburg in a row. Macrina is going to be slammed backwards. He got progress there to the line of scrimmage, or maybe even a gain of 1. Didn't feel pleasant when you're getting shoved and thrown 10 yards backwards rather violently like that.
Carroll, the backs. Give goes to Vaughn. Gain of about 4 or 5. Puts the Jags in a 2nd and 6. O'Donohue and Lopez check back in. Britton and Ollinger check out for the Jags. So the Jags bring in a slot back and a wide receiver and bring out 2 tight ends. Vaughn, the single back. Carroll split to the top of your screen. Lassick throws a bubble screen to Lopez. Does well to make the first man miss and picks up just enough yardage for the first down. Got to the 49. See where they mark it.
The side just backpedaled a little bit there. There's a lot of play calls in the play.
We're out there and he's watching D11 with the TV out there. Pretty cool.
Another timeout, Northwestern. They had 2 guys going in motion, and Coach Snyder not.
Tournament time. Last weekend of October for week 10, the weather's not supposed to be like this. I'm in short sleeves. It's supposed to be gray and rainy and kind of miserable. I mean, that's what October is. We've had a couple of those gray and rainy days. Here's Justice Hardy, breaks a tackle, and to the 50-yard line. And a nut.
Out in that right flat. Right on his hands. Lopez makes the adjustment. Gets the ball all the way down to the Royal 21-yard line. Jags with a fresh set of downs and still 5:55 and counting here remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, sort of a no-brainer there by Coach Boyd to put it in the air with a third and less than 6 inches. Really nice play call there.
Lassick counter goes inside. They go right back to Lopez. Good job of navigating up inside. Gain of about 8. A really patient run. You see Lopez is the inside slot back there. Fake toss, handoff to Lopez on the counter. Gain of about 8. We had the announcement from the PA man here in Moda Frank Stadium. The homecoming court girls have been requested to report to their golf cart, so the festivities are soon to begin. Jags in a 2nd and 2. Give goes to Vaughn, not much. He looks like he got enough for the first down. Got the ball down to about the 11-yard line. We're going to mark it just inside the 11, which I think will be a first down. They do signal first down. They're going to move the sticks. So the Jags actually can still pick up another first down. Need to get to about the 1.5.
Yeah, we're joined up here in the box and just hanging out. It's both my brother-in-laws, Jeff Yoskin and Darren Mills. One comes from about a mile away, and one comes from about 3,000, or maybe 1,500 miles away. But welcome, boys.
Lassick give inside. Nowhere to go for Carroll. Does well to just get a gain of about 1. He got stood up right at the line of scrimmage. Darren Mills still holds the Garnet.
Apologies if I said the wrong score at some point. 4:15 to go, second quarter. Justice Hardy on a 3rd and 2 will have a gain of 3 and a first down for Wyomissing.
I was close. I knew it started with a 7. Give goes to the second back through Luke Vaughn. He goes in untouched for the touchdown. His 2nd of the game, rushing touchdown, 10 yards for the Jags. Puts them up 20-0 with 3 minutes and 51 seconds remaining here in this opening half. You see Lopez. Lopez is the do-it-all man. We mentioned he kicks extra points and field goals. He kicks off. He's a slot back. He's a corner. He rarely leaves the field, so he slowly made his way out onto the field for this extra point. Upper Darby on the... Had 2 or 3 guys jump across, so encroachment. Jags decline it. They'll leave the ball where it is on the 3-yard line. And
cool. Alrighty, after that Garnet Valley touchdown to further extend their lead, we're going to get you back out to Wyomissing at Lampeter-Strasburg. Wyomissing with the ball. Enjoy, everybody.
I don't know if he needed to there, but he was feeling the vibe on that. Hardy for 5. Boy, he's carrying the ball a lot. Now, Colin Nadrowski is back in the game. Remember, he was hobbling a little bit earlier. Drew Forey not available with his leg injury that he took 2 weeks ago. Justice Hardy getting the chances here. Has an interception. Now 7 carries for Justice Hardy. Jace Eisenhower has 5 rushes. But Hardy, the freshman, acquires a first down for a while, and they keep it moving. 1st and 10 from the 33 and down to 2:45 to go first half. And I said, yeah, I mean, it feels like a lot of time, but the way that Wyo plays, yes, the clock could become a factor here on this drive with just a 6-0 lead. And now Wyomissing is going to talk it over and call a timeout. And that comes with 2:40 to go in the first half. So they burned 1 timeout here. They still have 2 more if we get to that point where maybe it's going to make a difference. The WFA, in partnership with the Sports Fan Base Network, is committed to bringing you all of the regular...
D11sports.com. Thanks, Michael R. Globus, financial advisor for Morgan Stanley and Easton, for his sponsorship of the Game of the Week. For all your investment needs, call Michael R. Globus at 610-559-6380, located at 101 Larry Holmes Drive, Suite 301.
Here, everybody in tight on 2nd and 1. Zerniak gets the handoff. Zerniak across the 35. He is spun down, but picks up a Pennsbury Falcon first down. Play made by Jared Mole. So a fresh set for Pennsbury at their own 37.
All the way to the Jaguar 37-yard line. So big special teams play. We talked about it. When those deep guys get their hand on the ball, they're dangerous. They've got game-breaking speed. They've showed it. And you can see a couple Jaguars hobble off the field after this kickoff. So see number 13, Ryan Douglas, sort of slowly make his way off the field. He's been nursing an ankle injury, so the training staff will get down there and check on him. But the Royals are in business here, trailing 21-0, but give themselves the shortest field they've had all night. Ball in the Jags 37. Give goes inside. Nice tackle by middle linebacker Chase Britton. Read it all the way, and if he doesn't make that tackle, there's a lot of green grass in the middle of the field.
Yeah, it's really a pleasure to watch Chase play that middle linebacker position. And he's such a football guy, football mind, son of a football coach, and just does a really nice job of just not panicking, reading his keys, and just getting up underneath the lineman and just literally, like you said, I mean, there was a lot of green grass, and make that tackle for a very, very minimal gain.
Shotgun snap, throws over the middle. Oh, incomplete pass.
Yeah, nice job there by Tyler Lassick of breaking that pass up. Looked like he...
Credit Fritz, he finds him, but none of the Northwestern defense saw where he was.
18 catches now for Roman as he goes over 300 yards on the season. So the ball at the 41-yard line. They go trips here to the near side. We haven't heard Kate Sawyer's name for a while.
And you wanted Cade Sawyer. He just ran the ball, but he took a huge shot from Humes from his middle linebacker position, number 5 for Northwestern.
And so we saw we saw Cade Sawyer in the opening drive of the game, go 11 yards and then 13 yards, but we have not really called his name. But the reason we haven't called his name is because they haven't had the football.
They haven't, and when they have, they've gone quickly.
So 2nd down and 9 for Fritz. And again, they go with Sawyer and all black jerseys there.
You see Ben Walters, number 77. He's the
screen. Quarterback steps up inside, has room, runs. Enough for the first down. Needed 9, got 10. It'll be a fresh set of downs for the Jags. You can see Sarjo there. He just did a nice job. He was looking to throw. That wasn't a designed quarterback keeper. He just realized that he didn't have anybody open and the protection was breaking down, so he just tucked it and took off. And
under 4 to play. Here comes the pressure. Comes to the near side, and a Friel Ortho first down, and it goes right into the hands of Jack Ingles, excuse me.
Same person.
Flags flying. It must be offsides on the Jaguars. They didn't stop the play. The receiver, number 1, it was intended for number 1, Kamar Perlow. He was wide open down on about the 5-yard line. Really nice throw, too, right on his hands. He just a little bit behind him. Seam route downfield, and look, he just took his eyes off the ball. Went right through his hands. It wasn't necessarily overthrown, but.
And Brian Tobin for a real ortho first down. It'll be 1st and goal coming up inside the 10-yard line.
That time, Southern Lehigh comes with play action, and they're bringing Tobin across the formation, and he just sits down in an open zone, and Fritz finds him for a big gain and sets him up inside the red zone.
So they give it to Sawyer, and Sawyer tries to break through, but they just never let him go.
Down. He's got Justice Hardy. The race is on. Contact downfield as Ethan Brower is tripped up a little bit, but they will not call interference on the play. So you air it out. You hope for a big catch there. It was beyond the reach of Brower, who kind of got his legs tangled to the defensive back at the 5 or so. He was looking. I think he was hoping and wanting for a little yellow handkerchief on the field, but, you know, with that contact being a little bit on both sides, the officials out there, you're going to be gun shy to make a call like that.
3rd and 10. That ball may have been caught. I mean, it's a spectacular catch. There is a flag down. See what the flag is. Yeah, the slot back, it looked like the slot back on the left-hand side was moving forward before the ball was snapped. So that really, really spectacular catch by number 23, Branch. I mean, he sold out knowing he was going to get dropped, held on to the ball, and did a face plant right down there about the 5-yard line.
Fritz with Sawyer in the backfield. They'll go 2 receivers up top, 1 to the near side. They'll roll this way, and that one incomplete. Matt, you going for it here? You're kicking a field goal.
I'm concerned. Tobin was running a route to the opposite side of the field, and he was on that right side. So it looks like something here that's going to take a timeout and think this over. Just a little miscommunication and a little bit of jitters. You're trying to make something happen a little bit too much. And then I'll answer your question in a second.
All right, 2:17 on the clock, timeout. Brought to you by Culligan Water. Culligan Water asks, when is the last time you had your water tested?
Arms of Luthi right there. A great jump and a great read on that one. Just couldn't get around to that with the block there, but I mean, how about the jump? Almost on that.
Yeah, he says, you know what? I want to cement my case as being interviewed by Bob Long Sports after the contest. Almost.
It's an interesting score we got here, 36-13.
Yeah, what's interesting about that?
I don't know. Sets his feet, throws deep downfield in that left corner. Pass broken up by corner number 4, Chase Wilt, the senior wide receiver and defensive back for the Jaguars. Did a really nice job of just finding the football and probably a better job of not intercepting it. 4th and 15. He would have been down inside his own.
I knew all along, but let Matt talk about it. 4th and 11, biggest play of the game to this point. Need to get into the end zone. They'll fake it one way. And we're going to try to maybe run with the football, but coming on in there once again was Briar Reichert. Wow, that was a big play. Big
mark of the first half. And it's Colin Baker fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and takes it upfield to the 25 for Neshaminy. First down. Seacrest gets credit for the stop on that play, and now another handoff for Neshaminy. It's Klee, tries to get it to the outside. He can't get around Maurice Webb, but he does get a 5-yard pickup, pushed out of bounds at the 30. So Neshaminy moving as they go out of bounds. It stops the clock. 1:44 to go, second quarter. Baker calling for it, pulls it down, gives to Lavella. Lavella riding his blockers up to the 35-yard line and picks up a Neshaminy first down. They needed 5, they get 6.
3 used here in this first half. So in business, they're going to mark it at the 32-yard line.
I'll tell you what, we talk about the restart of the clock, and I know you have to wait for the chains to be reset, but I don't want to knock the NFL, but maybe they should take a look at how high school referees do it, because this ball gets reset and we are ready to go, and that's what forced Coach Van Wyck to call that timeout there. Just try to save a few seconds. I know there's 1:08 left on the clock, and
I think it was the tug. Was that the one, the tug?
I think it was. And you know what? It wasn't the Northwestern kid that tugged it. It was the Southern Lehigh kid tugged him down, and he pushed him down.
Well, the ball sits at the 12-yard line.
They're probably winded too, and they have to run 40 yards downfield chasing the play. So they're not exactly getting down there in Olympic track speed either. So timeout well used. The first of the half by the Jags. Ball in the 32. Vlasic back to throw. Throws for Lopez, who had a step. Slightly overthrown.
In Lawrenceville, New Jersey, and their Yardley showroom open by appointment as Baker drops back to throw on 2nd and long. He pulls it down and then hits his target. Ooh. They get it to Frederick, and Connor Frederick with a big pickup for Neshaminy up to the 35, and really a great job by Colin Baker to continue to keep his eyes downfield. Looked like he was going to run the football, instead passes it, and now on 1st and 10.
Up here.
The one, then you start, getting the business if you can go out of bounds. Now you're not going to get out of bounds here. They may run another play and see if he can get it, and then maybe kick that timeout in. But I think they're as patient as they could be, locking them at 21-7.
And as you said, being as patient as they are now, I don't think they're trying to push this down the field. You just played a fantastic first half. I don't think you want to make any mistake to give Southern Lehigh a quick opportunity.
So the clock will wind down. 21-7 is your score.
About that earlier, not to re-harp on it, but it was nice to see Coach John Rickey there, son of former Coach Mike Rickey, sort of stepping in, and a long time Garnet Valley Jag, I would say.
Roll out, Vlasic throws into the flat, ball underthrown. He had Lopez. He was short of the sticks. I don't know if he picks up the first down, but the ball a little bit underthrown by Vlasic, and Lopez trying to catch it and continue running, just not able to corral it. It was at his feet. So the Jags in a 4th and 6. Ball on the Royal 28-yard line, a little bit out of Lopez's field goal range.
Yeah.
Jaguars here, they're going to be hard-pressed to get this off. Vlasic.
1st and 10 from the gun. Baker throws and has his man. Completes it to Morris.
Oh.
And Morris.
Tried to make it 4th and 1. They don't. Give goes inside. Jags do not pick up the first down. They went dive to Ronnie Lareris. Needed 6, got about 4.5. Jags turn it over on downs. So, Jags elected to.
And now another flag comes out.
Yeah, I think that one's on Eric David. He is just ripping these refs, it looks like, and I think another ref hurt him.
Well, fortunately, from this spot on the field, when you're.
Sidwar, a lot of time for him. Over the middle, McFadden makes the play, and he's taken down. Good patience from Gavin Sidwar. It's a read option. pulled it and let his receivers make it work down the field.
Yeah, McFadden's having himself a bit of a day out here. He's looking very, very good on both sides of the football, but especially on offense, he's shining.
Of course, McFadden, one of the most consistent playmakers here for this Explorers squad, and we can see that in full force today.
Timeout called by Father Judge with 7 minutes to play.
Which is against the rules.
I've heard that the last couple of years from you.
11 is what you're supposed to have. 10, not ideal because you're shorthanded, but not necessarily against the rules. 12's one too many. We actually saw a play earlier this year for the Royals. They had 13 on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Throws caught by Jernigan.
It's a really good throw on the run
That is
there.
a good one.
Really
on
good
the
throw.
run. So, needed 15, got 15, fresh set of downs, 45.3 seconds left here in the first half. Royals are going to go no huddle, obviously, in hurry-up mode with no timeouts and the better part of 70 yards to go in 45 seconds. Throws, left flat, caught, gain of about 7, but again, they can't stop the clock. They're out of timeout, so the clock will wind.
Baker, a 6-foot senior, and yeah, he's worked him down the field. All right, now we're ready to go. We get the whistle and get back to action. First and goal, Neshaminy from the 3, and before the play, the Falcons.
And he's pulled down after a gain of 6 or 7. Good patience there from Sidwar.
Definitely, and O'Brien, a great route across the middle right there. Just finding a way to catch that ball in stride and create a great pickup there for the Explorers. Thought they actually got more on that one. It looks like the spotted ball is a little bit back.
Second and 5. Oates, the lone receiver on that side of the field. A stacked look on this side. They'll hand it to Des Ortiz. Inside the 10 to about the 3. Big gain on second down and 5 from the 23-yard line.
Yeah, from the angle up here, it didn't look like there was much of a hole, but Ortiz hit that hole with a full head of steam and got a huge gain there. He's having a great game today.
It does feel like years ago, but we were over there at the Irish Rover. We thank them for their support tonight. Great spot to go after the high school football games. And they do call on Baker, who throws the football into the end zone for a Neshaminy touchdown. But there is a flag down on the play. That was Connor Frederick who caught the pass. And right now the score 14-13, but we wait to see what this flag is about. Well, we've seen our share of flags. This one might be the biggest one. They're going to wave that flag off so the touchdown will stand.
Sidwar to O'Brien right there, the familiar connection. Once more here, extending this lead for the Explorers. A great team effort on that drive.
And he breaks off the route right there. You could see that as Sidwar was going the wrong direction, not the wrong direction, but rolling out to the right. And all of a sudden, O'Brien says, hey, everybody's running this way. I'm going to break off my route and go back to the middle of the field. A heady play by a veteran receiver.
You can see him waving for that football, too. Sidwar, getting Sidwar's attention, did a great job. You know, good connection there.
One of the best guys at the NFL level that does that is Stephon Diggs, particularly because you have a quarterback like Josh Allen that can really move inside and out of the pocket, extends the plays. And you know, if you break off your route and you find an open pocket of space, Allen's going to make the throw.
You sound like a Bills fan there, Bob.
I don't know about that.
I can't believe that went in. That was like a knuckleball, like right above the crossbar.
Yeah,
wow.
Screamer right there. But
above the high side of the crossbar, too.
Who says you dark?
The high side of the crossbar. Yes, the all too familiar high side of the crossbar, alluding back to that tilt, that maybe 5 to 10 degree tilt that, at least from our angle, that those uprights have.
Got some mathematicians up here, to say the least. 5 to 10 degrees.
Well, let's break out the protractor.
Galileo over here.
That's an acute measurement we got from up in the booth. I mean, we got to bring out the protractor, bring out the binoculars, the telescope, get everything out.
Hey, Tyler, speaking of Galileo, let's see if we can find this here. Where is it?
It's up.
Higher.
More, higher. Can you go any
Higher.
higher? Yeah, there you go. There's the moon. You want me to give you
Higher.
some zoom in?
Yeah, what planet is that, Galileo? Wow, that is, okay. Wow. That's pretty darn good. All right, back to action.
Yeah, they kicked the ball.
Yep.
Kickoff
Little
happened.
detour.
Oh, man, 5:40 to go. You guys are fun to broadcast football with.
Oh, this is a class. This is like a vintage
This is
BLS
Yep.
broadcast. I'm glad.
Feels all too familiar.
30-point game, LaSalle in control. So, yeah,
You got Bagley on one side, Brensinger on the other side, set to receive this kick, and it's going to be a low squibbing kick. That's taken at the 25 by Noah Rice. And Noah Rice, a dangerous speedster. If he was able to step through that tackle, might have been able to put together a big return, but still puts the Pennsbury Falcons.
finally got in.
I mean, Bob, I can recall how raucous it was just turning back the clock to January when we covered LaSalle playing Judge here at Judge. We were amongst all the students, and that was rocking, definitely, to say the least. It
No
was
doubt.
a rocking atmosphere. Always fun to be a part of that, and all the basketball games this year.
2nd down and 5 off the first down run.
They hope everybody's enjoying tonight's game. From the gun, Bagley, or no, that's Lentz, who throws the football and hits Bagley on the slant. Bagley with an 8-yard pickup. And a flag down. We've seen the Falcons do this when they need to hurry things up. They'll have Jackson Lentz come out at quarterback and try to get Nate Bagley the football. But unfortunately, it's a personal foul. And again,
Run D's been pretty stout, though, recently.
Cooper Heilig, he's had a really nice year coming in really as that 4th or 5th linebacker. Comes off the bench, provides energy. He made that big tackle on Dales. Got to get to the 45-yard line for a first down. And LaSalle stringing that out very well. Dales had no shot. It'll be 4th down and decision time. And Dales is hurt on the play. Number 25 for LaSalle. Christian Peterman made the stop.
Dave Crow, LaSalle trainer, the first.
Pennsbury's just going to walk up the field here.
yeah, that'll be the last play of the first half. Falcons content to go into the locker room tied with Neshaminy, 14-14 in the McCaffrey's game of the night. All right, stay with us. We're going to be back in just a little bit. The Pennsbury Falcon Marching Band will perform at halftime. We'll turn to Ben for our first half stats, recap first half scoring, and talk to Daniel McDevitt, who's got an eye on some other high school football games that are happening throughout the area. Got a good one going. McCaffrey's game of the night, all even, 14-14.
Alrighty, as most of our games have gone to halftime, let's take a look at our scores right now. We've got Garnet Valley 21-0 up over Upper Darby. Wyomissing up 6-0 over Lampeter-Strasburg. Southern Lehigh down 7-21 against Northwestern Lehigh. LaSalle 43-13 over Father Judge. And then Pennsbury and Neshaminy tied at 14. We're going to step aside for a brief moment during halftime. We'll be back with you for the start of our second half in just a moment. Stay around.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Eldion Padulary in Feasterville, Trevose today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, I'm Tommy Green, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. When I was in high school, it was very important to me to show scouts what I could do. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you're a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.
When disaster strikes, we restore order and your peace of mind. Roberts & Gamble, your #1 source for storm damage cleanup and property restoration. Licensed and fully insured, serving central New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania since 2010.
Hi, I'm Marty Bystrom, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. In my experience in Major League Baseball, I know how important it is for high school athletes to gain exposure. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you are a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back into SFBN End Zone. Once again, my name is Ryan Chavinsky with you again here. We're going to get you back out to our games, as most games that come back out of halftime. We're going to start off with Upper Darby, Garnet Valley. Upper Darby trying to work their way back into this game. They've got the ball. Let's see if they can convert on this drive.
Backfield, he had nowhere to go on that one, and with it being 4th and 16, it looks like the Royals are indeed going to punt here on this first possession, so the Jags D gets the stop they wanted coming out of the locker room. Again, another defensive stop by the Joseph Michael Albany Jr. class of 1985 Memorial Scholarship Fund. Down there in the alumni tent at halftime, I saw a bunch of class of 85.
And you said it before, all their skilled players are touching the ball one way or the other.
I honestly don't think we're going to see many passes right now in this drive. I think Coach Snyder and his staff are over there thinking, okay, can we hold the ball for the rest of this quarter? Can we make this drive last the rest of this quarter in running Clymer?
Now, Clymer's going to run right here and get to midfield and get a real ortho first down. And he has had himself quite a night.
And just fundamentally sound. You see, he knows our opponents are coming. The ball's out there a little bit. He feels the pressure coming. He tucks it in tighter, holds it tighter as Southern Lehigh's trying to swipe at the ball and knock it out to try to get a turnover.
With 6:08 to go, Justice Hardy again out of the 15-yard line. That is his 6th carry of the second half for Hardy, and that one is
that 1,000-yard plus as he has been moving upfield all night. What a tremendous night for Clymer.
You see number 52 pulling for Northwestern, Jared Meck, but you also have Devin Hildebrand leading up through, and he's leading up through all the way down the field. That's how well they're blocking right now, where Hildebrand, the lead blocker, is coming through, not getting on anybody.
A couple of blockers, and down to the 10 to the 9-yard line. First down for Wyomissing. Riker Jones, a gain of 6. And now Jones looks like he's slow to get up. Uh-oh. Riker is down on the field. Remember, Riker blew out his knee in the last game of the season in the state semifinals against Newman Goretti. He had surgery in January. He was still rehabbing at the beginning of this season, and then his first game was week 4, and then his first offensive reps week 6. So those week 4 and week 5 games, he was defense only. They are flexing Jones' right leg.
And Clymer gets inches closer, down to about the 5-yard line.
Clymer on the carry once again. And he picks it up for another first down.
And that first down sets them up inside the 5-yard line, and you can see Northwestern in no hurry. If you're Coach Snyder, I think you're looking to maybe score on 3rd down if you can, because that puts you nearly under a minute, maybe inside of 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
(28-7) your score. The ball sits at the 4-yard line. They'll give it to Clymer, and good job defensively of flying on in there and making the play was Cade Sawyer.
And while Cade Sawyer hasn't been getting a number of touches offensively due to a number of circumstances, still battling defensively for Southern Lehigh, trying to get the ball back, trying to make something happen for his team.
So down to 1:18 on the clock here in the quarter. And we'll go on the ground. There's Clymer. Clymer weaves through, still on his feet. And this is going to be close, just short. And he'll bring up a 3rd down from about just inside the 1, I believe.
Including Max Tipton. And Chase Eisenhower on 1st and goal from the 9 picks up 4. And that will bring up 2nd and goal from the 5. Remember, this is all due to the...
So According to Matavancho, he'll wait.
And 19 seconds left on the play clock. I don't think he's going to snap it. He's going to wait till it's under. Maybe he's not going to wait till it's under 5.
He's just going to take this one and push through for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night.
So close. 2 seconds off. 2 seconds off.
Is you used to coach?
Wow. That's clock management when you're up was fantastic there. Great to see Coach Snyder and his staff. Great clock management. But this is such a tough play. Tough play to defend anything where you're letting Dalton Clymer take the direct snap behind that offensive line. You know, and I'm up here. You have the Philly shove. Philly shove that's being looked at. The NFL is trying to take that out of the game. Trying to come up with some name.
Eisenhower, who dives his way over right tackle. A 1-yard touchdown run for Chase Eisenhower. And now Wyo will go for 2. This is essentially an 8-minute drive for Wyomissing from way back on their own side, including the recovery of the punt return. So with 4:11 left, LS wants to take the field offensively. So they'll go for 2 here on a 12-0 game after they had the blocked extra point earlier. Hyde is going to pass. Has a receiver in the corner of the end zone. Incomplete on that near corner. I think that was Brower way over there who couldn't quite hang on. So a couple of missed point afters for Wyomissing. And the Spartans, with 4:11 to go, leading 12-0. Boy, he had it right there in his hands. That was actually Macrina, I believe, back there. This will be the 10th effort for districts in a row for Wyomissing, and they're trying for the 5-peat. There's Eisenhower blasting his way through on the 1-yard run, and the touchdown to make it 12-0. So, at some point, but not immediately after this game, we're not going to know for sure. But at some point, the Wyomissing Football Association will advise on the playoff schedule, the opponent, and whenever we get that information, we'll forward it along, and you'll learn. And the way that it's standing right now, it looks like Wyomissing's going to have a home game in 2 weeks. That was the most likely scenario, but you never knew. If Wyo lost and different teams won, then they could have been on the road next week instead of at home in 2 weeks. Or not, they could have been at home next week, rather. And then maybe on the road in 2 weeks. You never know. But right now, Wyo looks to be in good shape to land the 1 seed.
To see that play development up here, that the lane that the returner had, and about the 40-yard line, you see that.
And he goes right back to him. And he's in. He does convert on the Wildcat, direct snap to Johnson, and he punches it home.
Yeah, okay.
So the Royals set to kick off here.
I don't think so.
Going from right to left now, 28-8, with 7 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Have some quick second half stats so far on that possession for the Jaguars. Luke Vaughn, 2 carries, 11 yards. Ronnie Lareris, 2 carries, 10 yards. Tyler Lassick, 1 carry, 7 yards, and 2 for 2 passing the ball for 29 yards and a touchdown to Caden Ollinger. See the kind of content you get when Ben's in the box? Such a better product. So the Royals set to kick off. Lareris standing on his own 20-yard line. Right hash. Carroll on his own 20-yard line. Left hash.
And that Royals coach was really adamant about getting those guys over there. So if there's ever a time for some trickery, it would be now.
Yeah.
We have 12 men on the field, so it won't be.
Kick goes to Carroll. Fields it. Gets a block. Gets outside. 45. Eventually brought down, but this is going to be a face mask penalty on the Royals. You can see flags come flying in from everywhere. Carroll brought down at the 48-yard line, but they're going to tack on another 15. You can see he just gets clotheslined by the upper Darby tackler right there. And I think he gets his hand actually inside the face mask, like across the opening.
12-0. And Lampeter-Strasburg finally gets its offense on the field, and quarterback Trent Wagner, and trying to play comeback football against a Wyomissing defense that's been very strong. And a little fake handoff there. They kind of bit on Mellinger, but didn't bite too bad because it was only a gain of 1.
Open up the playbook, please.
2nd and 9 from the 34. You know, because of their Saturday afternoon home games, Bob Wolfram and his coaching staff, they get to come to their choice of Friday night games and scout in person. And you better believe that that is a nice advantage, although some coaches can come to Wyomissing and, you know, scout in return as well. As they're playing on alternating nights. Boy, they brought the blitz there, and scrambling away, Wagner got away from Tyler Nadrowski. Then he didn't get very far, but Tyler Nadrowski flushed him out just as Hardy chases him down. And Hardy with an interception, big runs, and now a tackle for loss is having a terrific game.
To come back next week and just be ready to go and come out with that same intensity and same energy.
Wow, collision. They're going to get Eli Zimmerman on a pass interference call. He collided with Jack Ingalls.
This is a tough call. We'll see what.
Wyomissing's defense is up to the task, it seems, each and every time. And LS with 3 turnovers has been killing themselves too. 3rd and 12 from their own 31, and Wyo leading 12-0. And throw it out to the left flat, and I don't think he's getting anywhere. He dodged from Tyler Nadrowski, just stays on his feet for a few moments longer to allow Marvin Armistead to come in and lay the smackdown on that play. So that's a complete pass for a loss of like 6, but it is a complete pass. I mean, they're getting nothing. No penalties on this drive. And now on 4th and 18, Lampeter-Strasburg went backwards when they needed desperately to go forwards, and they don't have any answers for Wyomissing's defense. I think the prep work for Wyo looks like they're doing pretty well. The punt comes over to the sideline, bounces away from Justice Hardy down to the 40 and out of bounds on the 38-yard line. Wyomissing Spartans football will take over from there. A football family book, the history of West Reading, Wyomissing, and Wyomissing area football on sale now. Wonderful account of almost 8 decades now strong of Wyomissing football at Bob Wolfram Field. Contact Frank Fiorentino to purchase your copy, also available at wyofootball.com. And we also thank Lampeter-Strasburg and the school district administration allowing us the facilities and abilities to bring you this broadcast on the Sports Fan Base Network. Thanks to everyone here at LS. Very helpful, very cooperative. Here's a handoff, Marvin Armistead on the first play of this drive. Big hole, so we'll try the other side. Yeah, that worked all right. Turned to nothing, get play.
So Jaguars do not punt. Lassick, empty backfield. Lassick keeps and gets swallowed up for no gain. So 4th and 11, Jags went for it. No gain. Turned the ball over on downs. So that was.
So the ball from the 29-yard line after the penalty. And quickly they give it over to Sawyer. And the defense has been solid all night. Shane Humes. And then a flag at the end of that play.
Not sure what I saw at the end of the play. But just the way Northwestern's defense is just sprinting to the ball has been phenomenal. It looks like this one's going to go.
Those teams. Wyo beat Conrad Weiser 35-14. They beat Elko 28-14 in a game that was a one-score contest late, and Wyo had to drive 98 yards downfield to essentially put the game away. That was against Elko. And against that same Elko team, Lampeter-Strasburg clobbered them 2 weeks ago, 49-0, and last week against Conrad Weiser.
Empty set here, Lavella in motion, and he gets it on the jet sweep, bounces off one defender, stays on his feet, gets to the edge, has running room on the far sideline, and picks up a Neshaminy first down. Tackled there by Ray Vereen.
Lavella carries around the right side.
And he banged into one defender in the backfield, but that was just a speed bump for Lavella. as he's up to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for Neshaminy. Again, looks like kind of same formation. Everybody in tight with a double wing on the far side. And this time behind Baker is Lavella, who gets the handoff. Flag comes flying in. Lavella brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Lavelle is now up to 103 yards tonight.
Multiple times, just not able to come away with points all the time.
35-7, the ball at the 16. Sams rolls near side and throws off the back foot and has Ingalls. So a Friel Ortho first down, 1st and goal coming up here for Southern Lehigh. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5. Here's Sawyer. And Sawyer will...
He's on his feet up to the 20, and he's pushed out of bounds near the 15-yard line. I mean, if he didn't stumble, I think that might have been a touchdown.
He might have been in the end zone. Looks like he got caught up by the turf monster a little bit.
Still a 1st down for Neshaminy.
Still a big run. A 25-yard run to be exact.
The Redskins inside the red zone at the 15-yard line with a fresh set. And feeling like they've got the momentum. They fake the handoff, and Baker will drop back in the pocket and let that one go. And I think that's going to be intentional grounding.
Sarju in the pocket, throws over the middle. Pass is caught. Sort of a dual possession, which is like the tie goes to the runner in baseball. Both receivers, receiver and defense.
His feet and what happened there.
He gets just underneath him. I think what happens is climbers tackle him up top. You had 54, I believe it was, coming through for Northwestern Lehigh. Blaine Snyder, he was down around his legs.
Oh, man, he's limping out there, but he's back out there. It'll be a 3rd down and goal from the 9. Going to throw, going to go far side, has a receiver, and caught. Olish.
And it's caught.
9 yards on the touchdown. Northwestern says no, but they call the touchdown, and there's a player down for the Tigers as well.
Looks like we have a Northwestern guy down with a cramp.
Let's take a look.
So this is going to be a tough one to read because it's in that far back corner. Sands puts it up. I mean, you put it up to Olesh. You let him go up and get it. He comes down, and then at some point when he comes down, the ball's behind. He lost it. Just not sure when that came up. So, I mean, the ref's right over top of it. He saw him.
30. Now we got 3rd and 20. And Baker being rushed by Karamis sets up the play and gets it to Carter Klee, but Carter Klee tackled right away by Walker Murray. The Pennsbury
on the
9 yards on the touchdown.
They called it incomplete now.
Oh, they call it incomplete now. Okay.
So if we're looking here again,
so there's the catch. It looks like.
See, I don't see the.
It's so tough. The ball's back
there.
here.
Yeah, I never saw it go back there
by the gate.
So that touchdown negated. I didn't realize we had instant replay in high school football. You know,
so somebody must have gone. One of the officials had to go over to him and talk about it. Coach Sam's obviously
he's not going to be happy.
No, and I understand why, and I think everybody understands why.
You have that back official making the call right in front of him. Again, it was close. You could, again, because it gets dark back there, you can't really tell. But you call the touchdown right where it's at, and it looks like the ball, trickled at some point. But when?
Mm-hmm.
But to then overturn that call, I mean, again, if the official sees something, they're going to.
Donahue just off his fingertips. Well covered that time by the Royals. There have been some wide open Jaguar.
4th down and goal. Sams rolls and throws. And in for the touchdown. So he'll get it on the near side. That's Ingalls. 9 yards.
So in one way, Sams does get the 9-yard touchdown pass. This time to Ingalls, not to Olesh.
Goes to Lararis. Block on the edge from Vaughn. Really nice job by Lararis. Just waiting for that block from Vaughn to set up. You can see the replay here. Toss goes to Lararis, and he just waits patiently for Vaughn to get that block. He cuts up inside it, and as a result, gets himself another 7 yards. First down, fresh set of downs for the Jags.
It looks like Jag Nation, after the third quarter, has decided that
outside, and they're not going to get him. Nate Bigley with a kickoff return, 99 yards for the touchdown. With 2:54 to go in the third quarter, that makes it 24-20 as the Pennsbury Falcons cut into the Neshaminy lead with an electric play from Nate Bigley. He does it on offense, he does it on defense, and on special teams as well.
The senior can literally do everything. And we got a whole new ball game. That might have just shifted the momentum towards Pennsbury. I mean, come on. That can really change a game right there.
Wow, and you know, some guys just have football speed. They may not have the best 40 time or, you know, on track and field, but there's something about Bigley where he can find another gear, and did it on that return. Saw a little hole up the middle and went for it. Extra point is good. We come back up the field with the score 24-21 after a 99.
He's already out of bounds, whistles blowing, and the Upper Darby player just threw him to the ground, which
yeah, as I said earlier, that
against the rules.
Luke O'Donoghue, nice job of just filling in where he's needed, sort of like the Swiss Army knife. And talked about how Nolan Carroll was sort of that player, but Dante's injury, and had a chance to talk to Dante before the games, and really good spirits. Surgery went well, and thinking about you, big guy.
Pitch goes to Carroll. Straight arm. Gets dragged down. Good open field tackle. Gain of about 3. Jags ran speed option. That will do it for the third quarter. Long walk from end to end. So Kevin Connolly, the SFBN producer extraordinaire, going to do his best, and he's going to get you our Team Toyota sponsor read, and we'll be back with live action after they walk the 90 yards or 80 yards from one end to the other.
When we saw their one drive in the third quarter going nowhere. He looks left and passes left, intercepted. Justice Hardy, here he comes. He has one man to beat. Stutter step move past Wagner. Touchdown Wyomissing. 50-yard pick six for the freshman Justice Hardy. His second interception of the game. My goodness. Justice Hardy, have yourself a night. Wow. He read that all the way. What a smart kid. I mean, he goes out there and just gets it, and he has such instincts. Now it is 18-0, so you to go for 2 here. The extra point makes it 19. That doesn't seem like a big deal. Yeah, they will go for 2 at 18-0 with 8:50 left. A 50-yard pick six for Justice Hardy. Now Logan Hyde looking at the line of scrimmage here. Timeout is called for Wyomissing. That gives us a chance to look at this play and this intercept for Justice Hardy. He stepped right up in front there and read his eyes and picked it off, and then see you later.
Give goes to Lararis side, untouched. Touchdown, 5, Ronnie Lararis. Jags capitalize. 4 seconds here into the quarter. Now lead 4-6. (34-8). Apologize. I was looking at the 11:56 left in the quarter. It's 34-8, not 34-6. Ryan Downey, snap. Nolan Carroll set to take the snap. Hold, kick, just inside.
7:45 in the clock. Clymer powering through. Clymer still on his feet. And Clymer will get a chunk of that one back.
And it looks like Clymer coming up with a cramp. I mean, it's been a lot of big holes opened up for Northwestern and for their backs all night long. That offensive line, you can't credit them enough. What they've been able to do for Northwestern in opening holes for Clymer, for Shane Lay, for Eli Zimmerman, for Devin Hildebrand. All these guys, Matson's running the ball. And then giving Lay time to throw the ball too. They've taken care of winning the line of scrimmage. And I think that always, when you go into a game, if you can win the line of scrimmage, that's when you win the game.
And Clymer will make his way up. Again, you get a pleasant greeting from the crowd. Again, it's pink out night tonight. Just a great crowd on hand, and really on both sides. I mean, we expected it. They go around the fence as well. We want to thank Jason Zimmerman. We had at halftime for about 5 minutes. He gave us a lot of insight.
Absolutely, yes, he did. And he talked a lot about what we're and everybody else is going to start speculating as the teams start entering their scores into the District 11 website. How is that going to all come out in terms of playoff seeding, playoff positioning, and now it's happening. We've speculated from week 5 and 6.
We speculated from before week 1. Okay,
and now it's going to happen. At quarterback right now, Mason Bollinger getting an opportunity to get some snaps because, again, even for Northwestern, you need to have your backup ready to go. In case something would ever happen to Shane Lay in the near future, moving forward, you need your guy ready to go. So good time to get Mason Bollinger reps. However, and if I'm Coach Snyder, I wouldn't have Shane Lay out at wide receiver. You can get your other guy reps, but you don't need to risk Shane Lay in a position where he could get hurt.
Straight through the middle for another Frill Ortho first down. And, again, you're supposed to be keeping time of possession. For some reason you're not. No, but really, time of possession in this game has been 80%, 20? I mean, would you say in that range?
It absolutely would have been. I believe it is. Again, if I'm not mistaken, I think Southern Lehigh has only had 2 possessions this second half. That right there is a huge.
It was certainly a larger margin than I anticipated, but in some ways I was expecting that to be a tough game. This one I
limit the other team touching the ball, they can't score. If they can't touch the ball, they can't score.
And teams talk about that all the time, but it usually doesn't happen. Tonight,
Bagley this time the give was to Brensinger, who comes off the wing, takes it across the 25 and down to the 24-yard line.
Gain of about 6 down to the Jaguar 12-yard line. It'll be second and.
Now again, without the turnovers, this is a different game. All 3 Wyomissing touchdowns have been on turnovers. 4 turnovers total. Can you believe that? The first 2 touchdowns came on
right package. They run right this time. Johnson, the handoff. Direct snap. Johnson kept it himself. Flags come flying in from the judge here. It looks like a legal shift. I don't know whether somebody was moving. They're going to take them back. So briefly, as we mentioned, Jaguars sitting number 8. If they stay number 8, there are 16 teams that make the District 1 football tournament in both football for 5A and 6A. So the Jaguars in the 6A classification, if they sit at the 8 seed and they stay there, they will host a first-round playoff game next week here again at Moda Frank Stadium. There's so much that happens. They don't have the final numbers. The seeding meeting is actually on Sunday, but usually by about 11 p.m. tonight, social media is all over what the matchups are.
Tripped up. Great job, and that was Sawyer, I believe.
Yeah, Sawyer coming through again from the linebacker position.
Rock, paper, scissors. Who invented that game?
And I just want to say, Northwestern started this drive at about 9 minutes.
To immediately recover the fumbled punt return. That was a false start against Lampeter-Strasburg.
And again, I don't think we're going to see this ball go in the air even once. This is either going to be Clymer running the ball, Shane Lay running the ball, or one of the receivers coming in motion. And I'm corrected.
Well, they're going to try to run this one in and waiting. Did he get in?
He's going to be short. Just went out of bounds. Looking to throw the ball.
But should get a first down, so we'll get a real ortho first down. It'll be first and goal. He only had to get inside the 2 or so.
And with him stepping out, that will stop the clock.
So, Matt, you said he wasn't going to throw, and I don't think he was. I think he was just
He was looking. Yeah, he was looking.
Just to maybe, draw him a little bit.
And I think in a different game, different situation, he might have taken a shot.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing the situation right now, that's a smart decision, not putting the ball in the air, not risking anything. You want to come out of here with some points if you can, and maybe throw your field goal team out there. Let them take a shot.
Let's see, Hildebrand in the backfield. If he gets a carry, he will. And they'll give it to him, and he'll power forward and go in for the score. So Hildebrand goes in from 4 yards.
Bagley sets him down. Zerdiak into the end zone for a touchdown. A 2-yard pickup for Jordan Zerniak. And the Pennsbury Falcons are in front 24-20.
In the end zone for the short touchdown to put Northwestern up 41-14, and then with the extra point, now 42-14 with 3:29 left in the fourth quarter.
So, Matt, let's talk about a couple things. So we look ahead, right? Northwestern's going to win this championship here in impressive fashion. They're not going to see each other in the playoffs. Southern Lehigh's goal going forward, and it's always been, obviously, to win that district championship. Let's start in that 5A classification, which we know a couple of the teams. We know Whitehall's in. We know Southern Lehigh's in. And we know Pocono Mountain West is in. And I'll get you that in a second because I know you're going to ask me that question.
I mean, now when you're going into this kind of hurry-up, players on both sides of the ball, you're breathing heavy because you're running those plays so fast you don't get time to catch your breath. 2nd and 1 from the Wyomissing 31, and this is the deepest downfield that LS has been maybe in the whole game, certainly close to it. Another pass, completion, 4 in a row. Derek McCreen out there on the coverage to tackle Drexton Frank. First down with 6:45 to go in the fourth quarter. 18-0 Wyomissing. Wyo has 1 shutout this year. Boy, wouldn't it be impressive if they could get a second shutout against a team like this? But right now, the way it's going, this might not be a shutout. That's the 5th completion in a row, but it kind of goes backwards on Drexton Frank. And so, what do we have here? 2nd and 8 from the Wyo 27. The furthest downfield that Lampeter-Strasburg has been. So they're knocking on the door at least a little bit. Little cut move, John Mellinger up the middle and has some blockers. And the 16, a gain of 9. And a first down for Lampeter-Strasburg. Now with 6:01 left, if they do score and break the shutout, they make it, they don't even need to go for 2 here. It's 18-0, which is kind of a weird score. Do you go for an onside kick with 5:50 left? I think you might. All right, Wagner was looking, then he decides to run out of the pocket and throw it away. Way out of bounds. From senior quarterback Trent Wagner.
Uh-oh, no second back through. Boyce just keeps and doesn't panic and picks up 12 and enough for the first down. You want see if you can get the replay here. Boyce just goes to give the ball to the second back through. There is no second back through. Oh!
I could tell you that's a.
Including Berkshire Family Restaurant of Wyomissing, GNA Restaurant of West Reading, and the Hitching Post of Leesport. Shotgun snap again for Trent Wagner, and that is 6 completions in a row, I do believe. Yeah.
Making things happen. He's across the 50 to the 49. He's met there by Walker Murray. But Neshaminy likes that. 5-6 yard pickup on first down. And again, the give to Lavella, but this time it's Ben Primich who slices in there.
Man, and diving for the goal line, and he's in. It's a touchdown for Lampeter-Strasburg. 13-yard reception for Mellinger, who was able to dodge away and get there. And with 5:08 to go in the game, it's YO 18, LS 6. And they might go for 2 to make it 18-8. And it looks like that's what they're thinking of doing. And that gives them an opportunity to have a touchdown and a field goal to try to tie, to try to get to within 10. It gives them that opportunity if they can get 2 more possessions and a last-second field goal. I mean, you're thinking really long range there. Shotgun snap, Trent Wagner. It is incomplete. Contact as the ball arrives. No flag on the play. Good coverage on the play. Incomplete. And another point after that is a no-go. 4 touchdowns today, all of them for 6.
Toss, fake, give goes inside to Kraus. Enough for the first down. Needed 5, got 6. Ball will be down at the Upper Darby 43, and another first down for the Jags. We're now under the 5-minute mark with 4:48 and counting.
Yeah, that Cambridge Downs crew, I can tell you right now, that's a dedicated crew. They're out there, and there's a bunch of my classmates that make it over there. Tim Griffith, years after that, a couple years after me, Kenny Monaco, and they do a really nice job over there. Put the game
On his feet, fumbles the football, and the Neshaminy Redskins have it. Fumble recovered by Neshaminy's Colby Bracey. And Bracey's come up with a handful of huge plays for Neshaminy, none bigger than that one.
Yeah, that's certainly not going to drown the clock down. First play, it was looking good for Zernia.
Looking to throw Sams, and that one incomplete. Looking height again.
And that puts us just under a minute. Like to give some credit to the stats we got during the game. Southern Lehigh stat guy next to us, Wes Kozer, doing a great job getting us some numbers, and not just for Southern Lehigh, but
A couple seconds ago.
Now can Neshaminy make them pay? Lavella in motion, hands it off. That's the jet sweep. Gets out there, but Darius Simmons with a great play, and Noah Rice cleans it up for him. Those 2 guys tackle Travis Lavella for a loss of 2.
3-yard loss, second down and 13.
Well, at one point in the game, it seemed like the Neshaminy defense was taking over. Right now, the Pennsbury defense imposing their will. Hand off to Lavella. Not going to go anywhere. Karamis, like Eric David was in the mix.
Talk about a way to answer after turning the ball over. This defense is eating up the Neshaminy offensive line.
Yeah, right now just a stifling defense, suffocating Neshaminy. What can they do on 3rd and long? Baker.
It's another loss as well.
Calling for it, now looks over to the sideline. And drops back to throw, has time. Throws, and it's nearly picked off by Nate Begley. Had his hand off on it.
I mean, if Nate Begley could, be the quarterback of a team that's going to beat their rival, get a 99-yard punt return, and then get an interception, I mean, could that be the best performance by a single player in Pennsbury history? Come on now.
looked like he was looking for Mike.
And I'm here to tell you, they're not the only talented underclassmen coming up the pipeline for Wyomissing. This is going to be a team that's good for upcoming seasons. All right, here comes another nice big run, and that was Chase Eisenhower for 8. And this LS defense, and they need a big stand, and they just, you know, even though some of these guys got a breather while LS had the ball, they don't have it. They don't have enough to stop them. Hardy for about 11 or 12, Eisenhower for 8. That's 2 big chunks of yards. And LS defenders are breathing heavy already. I see one player, DeMont Gray, has kind of doubled over. Maybe that was his leg though. Okay, 2nd and 2 from their 42 for Wyo. Down to 4:10 to go in the game, and the Spartans leading on the road 18-6 here at the Pios. And a handoff here, Eisenhower across the 45 and to the 46. The line to gain was the 44. So for Chase Eisenhower, that's a gain of 4. And it's another first down for Wyomissing. And the fate for the LS Pioneers in this game is staring them in the face. There's timeout on the field, and I don't know what's going on here. The play clock is running. I see one of the LS defensive linemen taking a knee because he's just gassed. I mean, that's Anthony Turek, number 63. Now the play clock down to 5. Yeah, just milk that play clock all the way down. Justice Hardy coming around. Here he comes again and cuts it back inside. He fumbled. Oh, that's the last thing, the only thing that Wyo couldn't afford to do. And Justice Hardy, who's having a monster game, just made a little...
No. That's a lot of hardware to hand out as well.
His passing night, obviously his offensive line isn't completely helping him out in that aspect. He's 1 for 5 tonight, which is 15 yards. His one pass, though, was 15 yards. That's pretty good. Other than that, 7 rushes for 47 yards, including a 1-yard rushing TD. That was the first touchdown of the day for either team.
I mean, when Bagley's been throwing, he's been throwing on the run. I mean, that's by design in this Pennsbury offense. As this time, on the counter, Brensinger across the 50. He goes out of bounds, but he picks up enough for a Pennsbury Falcon first down.
Result of the play is a Falcon first down.
That time, I think Neshaminy keying on Zerniak. And Brensinger, little change of pace.
First and 10 from the 47.
So Falcons now from the 47. And Bagley gives to Walker Murray, who hands it off to Brensinger. A reverse. But the Neshaminy defensive pursuit able to string that one out. And then after the play is over, flag comes out. Personal foul, face mask on Neshaminy. So we've seen some costly flags thrown against Pennsbury. And this one is really going to hurt the Redskins as it moves the Falcons all the way up to the 31-yard line. First and 10 with 6.5 to go.
15-yard penalty, first and 10.
Bagley under center. That's Zerniak up the gut. He gets a yard.
Zerniak for 1. Second down and 9.
Matt DeSantis in there defensively for Neshaminy. But now the Falcons are starting to milk the clock. We're under 6 minutes to go.
Exactly what they have to do. Try and get in the end zone and put this one to sleep.
Don't forget you missed the action tonight. You can read about tonight's game in tomorrow's Trentonian. 2nd and 9. Bagley sets him down, fakes the handoff. A quarterback keeper trying to get to the outside. but no running room. Jared Mole with a tackle for loss. Brings up 3rd and 11. Now from here, you make it a little bit more of a manageable 4th down. But you got to think the Falcons are looking at this, utilizing all 4 downs to try to keep this drive going. To Zerniak, up to the 25. And that's just what the Falcons were looking for. It'll set them up with a 4th and 4.
The Jags start marching in, starts playing. Teams line up, and that will do it. Your final score from Motor Frank Stadium, 35-8. Let the fireworks show commence. A great start.
Who was with us for Captain's Night at Sandy's Beef and Ale? Not only a big part of the football program, but he's involved in student government and a ton of stuff at Neshaminy. That stop puts the Falcons with a 4th and 4, and they're just allowing this clock to come down as far as possible before they take a timeout. Timeout.
For his interception, I should say for his fumble, and gets up there and gets a big sack on the play. Some redemption there for the freshman Justice Hardy, who has played a whale of a game, and the fumble, hey, that's one mistake. And he's a freshman. Mistakes are going to happen. But then what does he do? He goes out there and makes a big play. 3rd and 20 with a minute and a half to go. Down by 12. Long count for Trent Wagner. On the other side of the timeout, Wyo brings Justice Hardy on the blitz, and he gets the sack. Wagner flushed out of the pocket, rolling left, lobbed it up there. It is caught, and what a nice catch. Tiptoeing the sideline, out of bounds at the 5 is Caleb House. That's a 25-yard reception to the Wyomissing 5 with a minute 16 to go. So now the Pios looking to punch it in to make it 18-12. And then no matter what happens on the extra point, they would need to try for an onside kick recovery as well. A minute 16 left. Again on the shotgun, Trent Wagner. Handoff, Mellinger. And he's in. It's a touchdown. Mellinger on the 5-yard touchdown run with a minute 13 left. And with 2 scores here late in the 4th quarter, Lampeter-Strasburg.
To say Brensinger was down. And that's going to be close to a Pennsbury Falcon 1st down.
It is a first.
And that is a Falcon 1st down. Wow, a nervous moment right at the end of that play as that ball came loose, but the officials right on top.
18-13. Wyomissing with a minute 13 to go in the 4th quarter. So it all comes down to this onside kick that we all know is coming. Everyone in the building and the entire stadium knows what's next. And what was an incredibly impressive and dominant performance has fallen a little bit flat when LS changed their game plan and their offensive strategy, and they open it up with the passing game. And then, of course, the fumble for Justice Hardy. He got the sack in there to push him back, and LS just kept on going anyway. So now it's a 5-point game, 18-13. Wyomissing has 2 rows of 5 at the 50 and at the 44, 43. And they have 1 player deep. And I think that they should try an onside kick similar to the one they did before. Lob it over everyone. And then, you know, race is on, let's go. I feel that's the vulnerability of this formation. Now Fiorello is the kicker, a minute 13 left. And if LS can recover, then hold on to your hats. Here we go on the onside kick attempt. Yeah, he's going to just bounce it up there. Boy, that's weird. And now a flag on the play. And is that offside? So he was trying to squib. You know, that gives Wyo.
BB West, Brensinger gets it on a counter. Gets it up to the 18, and Neshaminy forced.
So what they were, and I don't think that was going to work. They were trying to kick it wide of the deep man and send it to the end zone and see if they could get there first, but that did not look like it had a good chance of working. So I think the offside probably is to their benefit on that play. They will have another try at the onside kick with 1:13 to go, and Wyomissing clinging 18-13. Peter Fiorello. And now he's talking, and they might change strategies. They might do a different kick here. That's Logan Hyde to return back there, by the way, which is also interesting. So you got a hands guy back there, but only one guy. All right, here's Fiorello. Yeah, he's just going to lob it in, hope for a bounce. That's Brower who goes back there, catches it in the air before he's going to let it bounce. I mean, you're just trying to find an open space. Everyone knows it's coming, but where are you going to try to put that? And
Neshaminy defense going to have something to say about that, though. And Bagley fakes the give. He's got it himself, has the speed to get to the outside. Falls just down to about the 12. And that's going to be a yard short of a Falcon first down. But we'll give them a fourth and about a yard and a half. And Neshaminy stopping the clock again. Right? The clock continues to run, though. That's not right.
Bring up fourth down on a long one. Neshaminy takes its final timeout.
Game clock still rolling.
14 with 7 minutes left. So, and a field goal attempt for Conrad Weiser was blocked late. So here's Logan Hyde taking a knee. So that means that Cocalico is going to win the league. They're up by 10 with 7 minutes left, so we'll assume that they probably get out of there with the win. The other big game that we were keeping an eye on is West Perry against Steele. And in that game, Steele was winning. And last report was end of the third quarter, Steele high
75. Thousands of customers have made the short 20-minute trip to enjoy a great car buying experience from Haldeman Ford Subaru, Route 33.
Probably gets the 1 seed, but with strength of schedule stuff and all the other opponents, you never know. One more snap, and then this football game is good.
So 2:50 to go, and the Pennsbury Falcons will try a quarterback sneak.
Little touche push.
And depends on the spot as the officials pull everybody off of Nate Bagley, and depends on where they mark this football. 2:44 to go. Might be another situation where they bring the sticks out. Nope. And Neshaminy celebrating. They feel like they got the stop. Officials still talking about it. And it will be a measurement.
Ugh. Second time.
Hold on.
Second time tonight.
And it looks like, you know, Neshaminy maybe have a better perspective over there on the far side of the field. I think they're going to be a little short.
Yeah, I think so.
And still 2:44 on the clock.
Yeah, they're short.
And the Falcons don't get it. Neshaminy turns them over on downs.
I would say about a foot or so short. I mean,
Ball short of the first down.
And so much of that depends on just where the ball is marked, what the officials see. I think Falcons say, man, we had the push. They felt like they got the first down, but a good job by Neshaminy to push back.
Don't ban the play, NFL.
And now with 2:44 to go in a 4-point game, the Redskins will try to go 89 yards as Colin Baker drops back and looks to throw. He's flushed from the pocket, now throws and completes it to Connor Frederick.
What a way to find him.
Connor Frederick up to the 33, and that's a bunch of times where Colin Baker has been running around but able to still keep his focus down the field and find his guy.
Yeah, he's been incredible tonight.
2:25 and counting, and Baker again dropping back, gets some time, throws, has his man, completes it this time to Morris.
Wow, another great throw, another great find on an open guy, and he is
hurt. The 5'8" senior with the catch, but after the grab, he is slow to get up and down at the 50-yard line. An injury timeout on the field. Comes with 2:16 to go in tonight's game. And we're going to step aside. We'll return to action in just a little bit. McCaffrey's Game of the Night on the WBCB Sports Network.
Are you living with relentless pain?
That was great to see John Morris pop back up on his feet and run over to the far sideline. Looked like he took a shot maybe in the 5. And just has to shake that off. Ben Primich with pressure up the middle. Baker downfield and overshoots his target. Looking for Jordan Fogelman. And the 6'1" senior just a little bit out of his reach.
Yeah, he definitely could have had Fogelman there. And good defense by Pennsbury, but it was definitely a ball that Fogelman, if it was placed better, Fogelman definitely could have made the catch. Just a little overthrown by Colin Baker.
So incompletion stops the clock. 2:04 to go. And it's 2nd and 10. Redskins at the 50. Baker throwing, and again hits his man John Morris. And that seems to be kind of the same route. They get a receiver to sit down in the zone coverage and find an open spot. And Colin Baker with another accurate throw. 1st and 10. Neshaminy from the 35. And Baker again with time. Primich with the rush. He lets it go and has his receiver. Did he stay in bounds? Yes.
Wow.
Connor Frederick with a great grab on the far side of the field has them inside the 25.
Yeah, but I think this might
flag.
be coming back.
Yeah, flag down. Flag on the field. Clock stopped with 1:41 and holding against Neshaminy.
And Neshaminy can't make those mistakes right now. Colin Baker's displaying an incredible drive right now. Just can't make those mistakes.
And talk about, a high school football quarterback throwing it from the near hash all the way to the far side of the field.
That was incredible.
On that out route. That was a great throw, but unfortunately for Neshaminy, it comes back. And now they're at the 45 of Pennsbury. Baker with time. Delivers, but it's off the mark.
That ball could have been intercepted by a few Falcons that were in the area. It looked like one of them was Walker Murray. Couldn't see who the other one was.
Yeah, John Morris was right there. Again, they were looking for him, but that ball, it seemed like the timing was off. Even the receiver and the defenders, they weren't ready to make a grab.
Yeah, if Pennsbury picks that ball off, that's the game. There's 1:36 left to go. Baker's got to recover.
2nd and 20 now. Again, pressure up the middle with Primich. Baker hangs in there, throws the football, and it's up for grabs. Eric David and the receiver both with partial possession. Officials uncovering. And they're going to say the catch is good. Wait, I saw one guy point downfield for Neshaminy. Whose ball is this? That's Neshaminy's ball. Trapachak was there. And you know what they say when the defender and the receiver both have a part of the ball, the receiver gets the benefit of the doubt. It seemed like That was a 50-50 ball. Baker now back again. 1:15 to go. That ball thrown low and incomplete. And John Morris running over to the official trying to call for a flag.
Colin Baker is now up to 217 yards tonight. He's 15 for 23, displaying an incredible final drive.
Neshaminy irate that they didn't get a PI on that play right there. 2nd and 10 now from the 20. Baker running to the far side of the field, throws, and the ball's low and incomplete. No, another grab. What? Yes, another catch by Neshaminy at the 5-yard line.
This is one of the most unbelievable drives I think I've ever seen. What a catch. A little bit low, but the receiver dove for it and made an unbelievable catch. Another on the 5-yard line.
And right now, Pennsbury absolutely reeling. They have to call a timeout just to catch their breath and to figure out what to do defensively right now with only 1 minute to go.
I don't know.
But Neshaminy at the 5-yard line.
I don't know if there was anything to do defensively. Colin Baker is putting on a show, and these receivers are making the catches on maybe the not-so-great balls by Baker, but they're just flat out catching the balls. And this is unbelievable.
Now things get a lot more difficult, though. Once you get this close to the end zone, Neshaminy, they've had their opportunities to kind of set guys up in open spaces in the Pennsbury defense. But Coach Wilmot also with an opportunity to run the football or throw the football.
Right now, Jackson Lentz is taking snaps on the sideline. Just in case he needs to come in, he will throw, and Bagley will try and receive it. And we'll see what happens there unless this Pennsbury defense can hold on here. And there's a minute left to go, and Neshaminy on the 5.
Falcons need a goal line stand. Neshaminy needs to get it into the end zone. Baker calling for the football, brings it down and gives it to Carter Klee, and Klee is to the 2.
I mean, if you're Neshaminy here, you just kind of letting the clock kind of roll a little bit, try and get it low.
And now before the 2nd and goal play, the Pennsbury Falcons again utilize a timeout.
They have 1 remaining.
Is Neshaminy out of timeouts?
Yeah. They were out of timeouts when Pennsbury was down here.
Hold on, everybody. We are coming in for a landing tonight. A great game between these two football teams. It's senior night for Pennsbury. And it's all going to come down to a couple of plays. Big thanks to Brian Rogers at Yardley Pharmacy. All the support we get for Pennsbury Falcon football in the Yardley community. And Yardley Pharmacy at 175 South Main Street. Avoid the big chains. Stay local with people who are there every day. They know you. Yardley Pharmacy, they offer medical equipment at 175 South Main Street in Yardley. Open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5. Saturdays open 9 to 2. And delivery is available as well. 2nd and goal. Neshaminy at the 2. 43 seconds left in tonight's McCaffrey's game of the night. Colin Baker pulls it down, keeps it himself, and he is stopped at the 5-yard line. Eric David with a great effort, an open field tackle. And now the clock rolling under 30 seconds to go. 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
Gotta go.
Baker takes the snap, pressure up the middle. Ben Primich has him and pulls him down as he throws the football incomplete.
Big play by Ben Primich there to bring up a 4th down, 16 seconds left. This play right here, Mr. Chris Ermer, this is the season for both of these teams.
4th and goal from the 5, and that incompletion stops the clock with 16.6 remaining.
Is this a fitting way for Pennsbury's season to come down to?
Certainly a fitting way for this game to conclude. It's been a great one. Baker with Klee on his right, drops back, looks into the end zone, throws, and it's incomplete, out of bounds. And the Pennsbury Falcons turn him over on downs. And they can take a knee.
Yeah, that was...
Wow, what a great drive by Colin Baker to move his team down the field with some amazing passes, but they get all the way to the 2, and they are turned away by the Pennsbury Falcons, who now can go into victory formation. They'll advance to 5-5 on the season and move into PIAA 6A District 1 playoff action, and Neshaminy with a great win last week to put him in position to potentially get into postseason play. But the Falcons just with a little bit too much. And really, this game went back and forth tonight. And has Bagley in there and just will put the knee on the turf.
Colin Baker, you got to give him props tonight. 16 for 26, 223 passing yards. That last drive was one of the best drives I've ever seen watching high school football. And I mean, it's just, wow. Like, everything was working except for that last pass. He just missed his receiver just a little low and away.
Alrighty, everybody, our last game has gone final. Pennsbury holds on in the final seconds to win that game. Let's take a look at all our final scores from our games this evening. Garnet Valley with the big 35-8 win over Upper Darby. Wyomissing 18-14 over Lampeter. Southern Lehigh 14 over Northwest Lehigh 42. LaSalle 43-13 over Father Judge. And then Pennsbury 28 over Neshaminy 24. That one was a nail biter. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in with us this season on SFBN End Zone. My name is Ryan Trubisky. This will be our final episode for this season. We want to thank everybody so much for being with us each week, and we hope to have you back with us again next season for another wonderful year of high school football. And good luck to all the teams in the playoffs. Once again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in with us. Have a great rest of your weekend.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Albion Padulary in Feasterville-Trevose today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, I'm Tommy Green, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. When I was in high school, it was very important to me to show scouts what I could do. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you're a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.
When disaster strikes, we restore order and your peace of mind. Roberts & Gamble, your #1 source for storm damage cleanup and property restoration. Licensed and fully insured, serving central New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania since 2010.
Hi, I'm Marty Bystrom, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. In my experience in Major League Baseball, I know how important it is for high school athletes to gain exposure. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you are a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY-EASY.